most of us recognize the names by now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. Cryptocurrency has moved from the fringes of the internet into the mainstream. This chart illustrates the primary reason for that fame. You can see historic moments where early investors saw returns in the thousands of %, followed by sudden market crashes that wiped out those gains in a matter of days. This volatility reveals a massive flaw in the concept of a digital currency. If the value of your wallet doubles or halves while you're standing in line for a coffee, you can't use that money to run a predictable economy. Because of these price swings, the technology has transitioned away from its original use case. Today, the world treats cryptocurrency less like a medium of exchange and more like a high-risk investment asset. The story began in 2009 with a white paper authored by the anonymous Satoshi Nakamoto. For years, the media pointed to Dorian Nakamoto, the man in this photo, as the creator, but his actual identity remains unknown. Before Bitcoin, digital money required a central authority. To send a payment, you needed a middleman like the Federal Reserve to manage the supply, and a bank to verify that you actually possessed the funds. Nakamoto's goal was to build a system that bypassed these institutions entirely. He wanted a form of money that no government could print, freeze, or control. Replacing the entire global banking infrastructure required a breakthrough in computer science. To understand why crypto is so volatile today, you first have to understand the engine that allows it to run without a bank. If you remove the bank, you lose the person who keeps the records. Without a central ledger to track every account, there is no obvious way to prevent someone from spending the same dollar twice. The solution is the blockchain. Instead of a single bank keeping a private ledger, the blockchain duplicates the record of every transaction and distributes it to a massive network of computers around the world. When the network verifies a new group of transactions, they are bundled into a block and cryptographically locked to the previous one. This creates a permanent chronological chain that anyone can inspect but no one can edit. Security comes from consensus. If a user tries to hack their own copy of the ledger to add more coins, the rest of the network sees the discrepancy and immediately rejects the fraudulent data. In this system, mathematical proof replaces the need for a trusted institution. You don't need to trust a person or a company. You only need to trust the code. The people running these computers are called miners. They compete in a high-speed computational race to find a specific numerical solution that allows the next block of transactions to be added to the chain. This is the physical side of proof of work. As you can see from these dense racks of hardware, it requires massive amounts of processing power and electricity to find that solution before a competitor does. Miners invest in this expensive hardware because the system offers a reward. The first computer to solve the calculation and verify the block is paid in newly minted cryptocurrency. This decentralized workforce keeps the network running 24 hours a day. They provide the security and processing power that would normally come from a central bank server. To interact with this network, you use a crypto wallet. However, the wallet doesn't actually hold any digital coins. The coins never leave the blockchain. Your wallet is actually a storage device for two keys. The public key is your address, which you give to others so they can send you funds. The private key is your digital signature, providing the only proof that you own the assets at that address. You can use a hot wallet connected to the internet for convenience, or a cold wallet to store your keys on an offline device. Cold storage is more secure, but it comes with a significant risk. In a decentralized system, the person holding the private key has total control. There is no forgot password button and no bank manager to call. You are solely responsible for your own security. This bankless system offers total financial autonomy, but it removes every traditional safety net. There is no federal insurance and no consumer protection agency to intervene if something goes wrong. Because the blockchain is designed to be permanent, transactions are irreversible. If you send money to a scammer or use the wrong address, that money is gone, and no authority has the power to return it. James Howells learned this lesson the hard way. He accidentally threw away a hard drive containing the private keys to 8,000 bitcoins. He spent years trying to get permission to excavate this landfill to find the device, which is now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The same features that provide privacy also make cryptocurrency a primary tool for money laundering and illegal trades. Without a central gatekeeper, the network is open to anyone, including criminals. The freedom of the blockchain comes with a steep trade-off. You gain the ability to be your own bank, but you also take on all the risks of a professional financial institution. Without a central bank to stabilize the value, prices are dictated by the raw emotion of the market. This stock floor chaos is a constant in the crypto world, where media hype and speculation drive massive price swings. Positive news can cause a vertical climb in value. When a major financial product like a Bitcoin ETF is approved, it signals that the asset is becoming official, triggering a wave of buying. But the market reacts just as quickly to government interference. When nations like China announce a total ban on crypto activities, billions of dollars can exit the market in hours, causing prices to collapse. This sensitivity to human sentiment and government policy is why the crypto market remains a frontier. It is an environment where the rules are still being written and the risks remain extreme. The code released in 2009 has achieved what many thought was impossible. It has built a global, borderless financial network that operates without a single central server. While extreme volatility makes it an impractical tool for buying daily goods, it has established itself as a new type of digital asset. Millions of people around the world now use it to store and move wealth outside of the traditional banking system. Cryptocurrency offers a level of financial sovereignty that didn't exist 20 years ago, but exercising that power requires absolute personal responsibility and a deep understanding of the risks involved.